Hi. Today we are at Woodway Park in Woodway, Texas, on So here we are at Woodway Park in Woodway, Texas, and this is actually Park Road Run. There's a couple park roads that goes through it. When I go walk through, I will show you these signs a little closer, but for now we're going to go a drive-through. So let's go. Now, it is a beautiful place here, and it's also a little bit on the quiet side. It doesn't get too much traffic here, especially on Park Road 1. There is a trail system here. It's inside that forest, but most of the time it's just like bicyclers. You don't see too much of hikers. On occasion you might see a couple or a small group, but mostly it's just like individual bikers and group of bikers. I've seen several times like somebody will bring a group of young teens on bikes and take them through. But this used to be my hiking ground, because like the trails, they're excellent workout, great workout. But I have found other places that I like even better than this. Now, as I said, Park Road 1 really isn't used that much. Here's a small area here. It's a baseball field and playground. I'll do a circle around it before we continue on down. Now, the reason why I'm not walking these roads is because they're so long. They're not long to drive, but they are if you walk them. So I'm choosing to drive through these roads for time's sake, and then I'm going to hike through some of the trails for you. It's a decent sized park. It's got 2 park roads, and then it's got a beach which we will drive down to, which oddly enough I never saw anybody swimming down there. They were fishing. Now, they've also got picnic areas around here. So, yeah, it's set up for family. I don't ever see too many families here, though. It's definitely a quieter park compared to a lot of the parks that I've took you to. I tried to look up the history of the Woodway Park, and I really couldn't find anything on it. Mostly I just found the history of Woodway, which, by the way, the reason why it is called Woodway is because there was a lot of forestry here, and it was close to the Midway area. And so the founders of the town decided to name it Woodway. Wood for all the trees, and way for being close to the Midway area. And so therefore we got Woodway, which is right next to Waco and Hewitt. Hewitt, Waco, and Woodway is in McLennan County, Texas. It's kind of a cool day today, but the skies have cleared up. This morning I thought that it was going to be cloudy, but it looks a lot brighter than it did. Now, I'll show you here. Down there, it used to be part of the drive, and I've walked through there. Now it's more or less just a footed area that's grown up real bad, but it used to connect to an RV park that once was part of this park. Now it's an individual RV park, and it's no longer actually connected to this one, but you can walk right to it. So maybe in the future I'll walk through that way and show it to you. Now over there is part of a trail, and I'm going to be showing you part of that later when we walk it. Down there, it's actually a boating dock where people actually park there and fish. I've never seen anybody actually ever take a boat out through there, but that is where people likes to park and fish a lot. I'll show you a little bit of the downside, which is part of the trail down there too. I should be doing that more. Like I said, I tried to find the history of this place, and there is none. Like when it was established or anything. All I know is that this place once had belonged to Captain Kendrick, who I had talked to you about before, and he owned over 300 acres and donated for the city of Woodway and all that. So now, on the other side of this, at one time it used to be a golf course, and that much I do know for sure, because that much I did read. And now it's residential. There's no more golf course. It turned residential. And on somebody's property out there is a beautiful waterfall that a lot of people thought was part of this park. And so they would hike out there for the beauty, but it turns out to be on somebody's property, and so they have since fenced it off to prevent people. Like, see right there, city property ends, no trespassing. That's part of the blockage. People was walking out that way. Now there's another way to get into there, and they've never bothered to block that off. And I walked through there a little ways, and there was a couple walking, and one woman pointed over to me and whispered something to her husband. So, like, I've not bothered to go through there since. I sure don't want to get in trouble for going on somebody's property. But you know, it wasn't closed off or anything, so it was kind of my bad. But anyway, yeah, they don't want people going onto their property for that waterfall, because a lot of people was littering and making a mess of the place, as people do, being disrespectful. They don't care. People's always trashing the parks, and it's sad. Parks are meant for the public to be used and adored, not to be trashed and disrespected. Here's another fence that blocks people from going through. So I'm assuming that it's out through there on one of those properties further out where that waterfall is. Now here we have got some kind of a bird. You can't hardly see it. Oh, there's two of them there. They might be roadrunners. We've got roadrunners here, but they've got their rings open to dry. Yeah, I think they're roadrunners. They've got the, yep, that's what they are. We've got two roadrunners over here, folks. Shoot, I wish you could see them better. But yeah, we've got two roadrunners here. Anyway, they had their rings spread to air out their bodies. That's how they get air circulating to pull themselves off. But yeah, there's two roadrunners there. That makes a total of 3 roadrunners now that I've seen here in Woodway. So cool. The first one I saw had more blue in it, so I'm assuming those are 2 females. They didn't have as pretty of a plumage, but still gorgeous. I wish that I had Zoom on my little phone here. If I'd had the iPad, I could have zoomed in and let you see them, but unfortunately. Okay, now we are going to drive on down to the beach, and then the last place we're going to drive down is to the Park Road 2. So let's go on down to the beach. As you can see, on this side it's residential. Very beautiful homes. Very beautiful homes. I love looking at them. They're gorgeous. But we're not here to look at the home, so it appears that one might be empty. Maybe? Maybe not. Probably not. I doubt it. So let's go on down to the beach. Anybody's swimming down here. It seems like they just use this as a fishing area too. This entire lake, this is the Raco Lake, and it is actually used for our water source. It was created for that. It is our it's our water reservoir, and so people also uses it to fish and boat in. So I'll show you a little bit through here. This is the beach. But like I said, people seems to use it more for just fishing. So let's go on ahead and whip around here, and we will go to Park Road 2. I guess that goes up to that property up there. At one time they could have walked down. There really isn't anything here. There's another set of steps. Maybe it's a cemetery. I don't know. I've not actually come down here to see what this is all about. I drove down here and saw that people uses it for fishing on the whole park. But you can see a little bit of beachfront down there, maybe. I don't know if you could see the sand or not, but yeah. But over there's a fisher, so let's go on. There's always police patrolling around here, so that's a good thing. They're keeping it safe. So let's go on up here to Park 2, and I will take you a walk through. I'll take you on the trails, and I will tell you a little bit of my past here. So here we are, Park Road 2. Now this is where the majority of the activity is. We've got frisbee golf here, fishing, playground. picnic tables. This is where the majority of the activity is. So let's get this walk going. So as you can see, there's picnic tables here. Some of them sheltered, some not. But that's fine. So let's go on down here. I'll show you some of the lakefront here. Well, we've got picnic tables down here, a couple of them. There's a basket for the frisbee. Over there's a basket. So yeah, this is a frisbee golf course, similar to the one in Hewitt at the Hewitt Park. As I'd said before, it seems to be a Texas favorite around here. Come find out, my husband used to play it some. He never said if he was any good at it. The more picnic tables here. I'm trying to make it a habit of showing a little bit more of my view, because I know that if I don't see it on my screen, you all aren't seeing it either. But here I am, I'm looking over top of my camera so that I can pay attention where I'm stepping, and I gotta pay a little closer attention. That way I know that you all seeing what I'm seeing. So for any of you I don't show you, I am so sorry. I'm an amateur. But I'm getting better. To give you all wonderful videos that you want to come back and watch more of. If I'm not giving you good stuff, well then I'm not having anybody watch, am I? And then it'd be shame on me. Waste of everyone's time, including my own. So, yep. Forgive me, guys, as I'm learning and getting better. I've had so much help from my husband and my great friend Sally. Wonderful woman. If you haven't seen her channel yet, it's Sightseeing Sally. She explores great places. Today she just downloaded one about a cave that she walked in that had quartz and gold through it. Awesome video. Okay, so as you can see, another basket for the frisbee golf. Beautiful lake. As I was saying, it's also used for our drinking source, our water source for our homes. It's what it was basically made for. There goes a boater, so you can tell it's also used for recreational. Got some more picnic there. Let's go up this way and I'll show you the playground. And we got a little bit of a runoff there from the water fountain. So apparently it works. Oh, that wind is a little bit on the cool side. Glad it's sunny. So here we've got a little bit of a family park. We've got a pavilion with some picnic tables. Okay. Apparently you have to make reservations. So last one was in October. And we have got our little playground here. Jungle Gym's swing and slide. They've got a baby swing over there. And it's just like the playground at on Park Road 1. Let's go over here and look at the map for the frisbee golf. I'll flash that off to you. So that's the way the course runs here. It's all on Park Road 2. None of it on Park Road 1. All right. I'm taking you on down to a trail. I'm not going to walk the entire trail system. It consists of 4 parts: yellow, red, green, blue. And they all represent the difficulty. Now the blue is short. It's a short trail. And it's so-so. Not too awful bad. But we're going to be starting on the red trail, which is the trail I usually start on when I do walk this place. But I'm going to tell you why I'm no longer coming here. And I did tell you that I had found other places that I like better, and that's true, I did. The trail system at the Cameron Park that I've been showing you is a lot better, more challenging, more the way I like. But there's more to this than just me looking for the challenge. Now, when I first tried this trail back in 16, this part was grown up real bad, but people started walking through here more, so it's not as bad as it was. Now, once again, I'm going to be watching where I step because of roots. As you can see right now, presently we are on the yellow trail, but this merges into the red, and I'll show you. We are going right-handed. Now out there is a creek that most of the time is actually dry. So because of the rains that we've had, that has picked up a few mud puddles. Yeah, not a flowing creek, just mud puddles. Lots of vines here that's drooping bad. They're drooping worse than they were the last time I walked it, which was just last year. I'm going to show you a bit of the trail map over here. Now this right here is supposed to have the sign on it, but somebody yanked it off. We're going to continue this way. So as you can see, here's the trail system. We've got our yellow, our red, our green, and up here is our blue. The red and the green are the longest trails. And there's something up with the green trail. When I used to walk this in 2016, it was peaceful and quiet. Didn't appear to be too many walkers. But then, I don't know what in the world was going on. But last year, during the month of October, I guess, September, October, something like that, I was walking on a regular basis and I started experiencing things here at this park. And not necessarily on this trail that we're on right now. This one never gave me any trouble. But it was on the green trail. It first started that it always sounded like somebody was coming up behind me, either jogging or riding a bike. That's what it always sounded like. And one day in particular, while listening to my earphones, I was listening to a song, and it sounded like somebody whizzed by me real fast on a bicycle. You know how the tires on a mountain bike sounds? That vroom sound. And it was loud. And I quickly jerked around. And I looked in all directions, and there wasn't anybody around. No sign that anybody had quickly went by. So, all right. Yeah, that kind of got to me for a while. And I told my husband. And then came back another time. And I had stopped to take me a drink of water. And I saw in the distance what appeared to be somebody walking toward me on the other side of the trees on the trail. So I waited, give them enough room to walk by, and they never appeared. But I saw like white tennis shoes and funny tube socks with blue rings around the top of them. You remember those old tube socks that had the colored rings on them? That's what it looked like. Well, the tennis shoes was actually closer to a really light blue, almost white, light blue. But I didn't see the person, I just saw the feet and the socks. Well, with the foliage, you wouldn't have been able to see the person as a whole anyway. So I started forward, and there wasn't anybody. Nobody. Now the crazy thing is, earlier before that, walking on this trail right here, I passed a lady up with her dog. So once again, after me seeing the feet and socks, I came across that woman with her dog again. And this time that dog would not pass me. It was scared out of its wits. It was backing up, trying to get out of its harness and growling. It's trying to get away. Now, before it didn't have no problem walking by me. So the woman just about had to pick the poor fella up and carry him by. So I continued on, and as I continued on up the trail, suddenly I heard a hot, hard breath right behind my ear. And I just knew it was a demon. Now, for us Christians, we know what that is. And we know they're real. And this demon was breathing down my back. So immediately I rebuked it, told it to leave me alone. And I didn't have any more instance that time. But unfortunately, the odd spirit also came home with me. And I ended up being very moody for almost an entire month. Finally, I broke down and asked my husband to pray for me. And when I went to church, I went up front, and God took care of that heaviness. He removed it. But before that, the last time I came here until now, around the same area that I heard that demon breathing down my neck. I saw a shadow walking my way across the ravine. And once again, I had to tell Satan to leave me alone. But I didn't come back after that. And the only reason why I'm doing this today is because I plainly said I was going to be doing a video on a haunted trail. And I'm not a liar. And I'd been putting this off because I wasn't wanting to do it. But because I said I was going to, here it is. But this part right here, I never had any experience. So you don't have to worry about this. Rich, I'm trusting God, but I don't have anything to worry once I get up to the area that I experienced all that. Because seriously, I don't want anything coming home with me. And I promise you, all the way back home, I'm going to be giving it all to God. I don't want this coming home with me again. I'm doing this for those who are interested. Not to mention the beauty. But if you remember all the other parks that I've took you through, there's so much beautiful green. But yet around here, it's dead. All through this park, except for a beautiful area that stretches out. And it's got a lot of cypress. And it's beautiful and green through there. And there's kind of a peacefulness through there. Now, along with looking up the history of this park to find when it was founded and stuff, I was also looking to see if there was any reports of a haunting. There wasn't. Nobody had ever reported seeing or experiencing anything here. So I don't know if there's others or if I'm the only one. But before that month of happenings, I'd walked this trail so many times before. Never had a problem. Ever. And then all of a sudden during that month, I just about didn't set out to do this today. I had to go to Walmart. So I told my husband I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. He said, well, text me if you're going to. So I texted him and said, I'm going to, because I just want to get it out and over with and get this done. And then I promise you, I will never come here again. Ever again. I promise, guys. Now, I'm fine right now. We're still on the trail that I never had trouble. I have seen a family of deer through here. Got like a fawn, a few does, and a beautiful buck. So, and there's lots of squirrels around here. And they startle me a lot. I don't know who startles one another worse. The squirrel me or me the squirrel. But many a times they've ran up the tree and made me jump. So, whichever the story there. But I guarantee you, was it a roadrunner or a squirrel that I saw that apparition? It was definitely an apparition. Oh boy. This counts also as my daily exercise, so my plan was, if I didn't do a video today, because I was thinking it was going to be cloudy and I was really dreading coming here, I had figured I'd just dance at the house when my husband left for work. But since I'm getting this, oh boy. Okay, so there's many exits out of this trail. This right here, someone shaped it like a star or half star, but it used to be a bench. There used to be a bench here. That's one thing that they have lacked in putting around here is benches. There's really not even any logs or rocks to sit on. But now on Park Road Run, where all through the green trail, there's picnic tables you could stop and sit. Now on the yellow trail, there is one bench. One. It's pretty quiet through here today. Usually the biggest activities is like in the evening, when like after school or on Saturdays or whatnot, people comes out for their picnic and game, hiking and biking. Allow myself a little bit of breath there. Talking so much and walking. Look forward to when I get a little better in shape. I recover quick and I gain, guess you could call stamina quickly as long as I keep up with it. It's when I don't for a good while, then I suffer. Now, as I had told you when we would do the walkthrough that I would take you to show you the sign, the map and stuff, we're almost to the trail that leads up to Park Road Run, or I could show that off to you. And I ask your forgiveness for not showing you going back down the steps on Jacob's Ladder yesterday and showing you that path that people chooses to climb up instead of walk up. Anyway, I'm taking you out this way for you to see the signs. Oh, and you might be wondering, why would I go on ahead and video this knowing what I'd experienced? And aside from me saying that I would, because I believe that every place has the right to have a chance to be seen by others. And other people might not experience what I did. I want them get a chance to check this place out. Now, by me telling you what I experienced, I hope I didn't chase anyone away from checking it out. But I also know that there's thrill seekers out there who lives to try to find a ghost. So maybe, just maybe, this will become an attraction for those kind of people. But whatever the case, this place does deserve a chance to be seen in a different light. Not in the kind of light that I saw it, but in the kind of light as a recreational place. Now, here we've got our directions sign where everything is. And that's where I showed you all that. Now, here, pavilion info, so you can make reservations. As you can see, nobody's really done anything. It was $30 per hour and $15 each additional. I can almost see why. And this is the map. Now, I studied this map close, and it's a very old map. It's not even precise. It's not even precise. It's not correct. Like up here, it says future multi-purpose field. Well, I don't know what they did about that, but yeah, it's not accurate. And you could tell it's a very old sign. Very old. Okay, so let's go back through and get back down to the rest of the trail. But yeah, I want to give this place a fair chance. I only shared my own experience with it. It might not be a haunted trail at all, just something that I was going through at the time, and it projected onto this park. I don't know. I was going through a separation anxiety from my children and my ex-husband, and had just got married to my second husband and was fighting that, wanting to go back home to Kentucky to be with my kids and my husband, my ex, but at the same time wanting to stay here in Texas with my new husband. So I was going through a mental battle, a rough one to go through, and that could be the reason why I experienced what I did here. Not because the trail itself is haunted, because like I said, I'd never had any problems with it before. So, possible that the devil was just playing his old tricks on me. I just know what I experienced, that's all. But yeah, this place deserves a chance to be seen in other people's eyes. So that's the reason why I'm doing this anyway. But as I said, after today's filming, I promise I won't be back, because I lost my appreciation for the place. I lost the desire to walk it, especially after experiencing Cameron Park and its trails. Yeah, so with what I experienced here and finding other places to walk, this place is history after today. But don't you all stay away just because of me, alright? And you could tell there is some beauty here. There really is. Look here, some green. It's not all dead. Not all of it. I attempted to ride bike through here. It's not easy riding a cruise bike through a wooded area. My bike isn't a mountain bike, it's just a regular old-fashioned cruiser. Yeah, it appears that the creek is trying to flow a little. It had actually dried up down here to the point that you could walk across right there. But it's actually flowing a little, so that's good. And I can't see it, it makes it, wow. Look at that, guys. Oh my gosh. The glare of the sun. Look at that, that's crazy. Okay, so we won't be getting a shot of the creek. Man, this is wild. Wonder how much footage I'm gonna have to take out. It's almost giving you like a gray and white shot through here. It didn't do that when I walked through Mother Neff. Man, this is crazy, guys. This is eerie. This is the same phone I used at Mother Neff, and you got all the beautiful colors. All the beautiful colors. And it was just as sunny. This is crazy. Okay, we're coming up onto the spot where I heard that buzzing bicyclist. So I'm going to stop a moment, and I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to anyway. Okay, so it was right about here. So let's be a little quiet. Okay, I'm going to see if Jens can see the creek down here. Maybe I can give you a better view. I don't know what was up with that filming. Once again, it's trying to go white. So there you can see the creek is flowing. Now, it was kind of crazy because the last time I hiked here, it was dry here. And over there, where that small patch of green is, was actually a watermelon vine with a baby watermelon and a couple blossoms. It was crazy. All right, I'm going to shorten the time here. That way is a long way. But we're going to walk the slower side. I'll be able to get to the area faster this way to show you where my other experience was. We're already up to 50 minutes, but I'm going to be taking a whole lot of cuts off. So I'm going to spare you a lot of the more miserable stuff. Well, currently we're still on the red trail, but we'll be going into the green trail. As through here, I'd seen one deer, and it was watching me closely. So I walked by slow. And after it saw that I wasn't going to approach her, it ran on and resumed eating. If you're wondering what the jangling is, if you can hear it, I don't know if you can even hear it. It's my keys. Got them hanging on my belt loop. Guess I could have pocketed them, but I've got two cell phones. This one and the one I use for calling, texting, email, blah, blah. This one's for video only. So I really don't have a place for my keys other than to just hang it on my belt loop. So sorry for the jangle jangle. It's still like black and white through here. And I promise you, this is tans and greens and browns. The lighting, this phone does better than that. And you all saw that, like I said, when we went through Mother Neff. But for here, I guarantee you I am not doing any editing. No color changing. I'm doing this all natural. But here we've got gray, white, and sepia. I mean, this is eerie, guys. We are getting on long footage. I'm going to try to hurry this up. Just ran into a cobweb. So this spot right here, I actually tripped once. I wasn't watching where I was walking. I was looking around and went, whoop. No, it was over here. I'm sorry. It was over here. I thought I was missing it, but I didn't. I just caught my toe. We're almost to a place that I'm going to turn around in, and I'll just kind of point out the direction, because I don't want to go through there, guys. I just don't. I know we're missing a chance, maybe filming something, but just seeing the color changes on this is enough right there. I apologize for not showing you all of the trail, and that I won't be back. I'm sorry. I just can't. But I'm going to point to you. There's a trail. Goes on down and on out, and further out through there. And it happened that that's where I saw the shadow. And we'll walk up here. The further out there, out that trail, it goes on out and merges into the green past that play area that I showed you with the baseball field and the playground. And it was past that I saw the apparition. And I said that I was going to show you the bottom of the lake area, but I'm just going to point it out to you. At one time, I guess it was more active for people to pull in and park, but it has since flooded the area, and so the trees have grown up. People don't drive down there anymore, but they still like park down there at the boat dock that I showed you, and they walk all along that way and fish. So anyway, I'm going to make my way back to my car, and hopefully I'll be able to leave quite a bit of footage in for yins to see, but I'm going to be cutting a lot of footage out. So hope yins have a great day, and until next time, bye.